Hello, I am Dr. Sudha from Government Science College, Autonomous, Bengaluru. In this session, let us discuss about the orthogonal trajectories in polar form. So, definition of orthogonal trajectories. Two families of curves are said to be orthogonal trajectories of each other if every member of one family cuts every other member of the other family orthogonally. We have already seen this definition as well as some examples in the previous session. Let us get ourselves introduced to the polar coordinate system. As we are all familiar with the Cartesian coordinate system, the ordered pair x, y represents the position of a point on a plane. Now let us get introduced ourselves to the polar coordinate system. Let P be any point on the Cartesian plane, x, y be the Cartesian coordinates of P. So this is the Cartesian coordinates. This is the x-axis and this is the y-axis, and P is a point in the xy plane with the coordinates x, y. Therefore, this perpendicular distance will be y, and the distance from O to the base of the perpendicular is x, and from O to P it is r, and that is the radius vector, and this is the angle made by the radius vector with the positive direction of the x-axis. Here angle is measured in anti-clockwise direction. The length OP is equal to r is called the radius vector of the point P. So this is the length OP and that is r, and it is known as the radius vector. And the angle AOP, that is angle AOP, and the angle is measured in anti-clockwise direction, and that is equal to theta, and this angle is called the vectorial angle. The line OA is called the initial line, and the fixed point O is called the pole. The system representing a point on a plane in terms of r and theta is called the polar coordinate system. The pair r, theta is called the polar coordinates of the point P. Now from the figure, we have x is equal to r cos theta because cos theta is adjacent side x divided by the hypotenuse r. So we get x is equal to r cos theta. Similarly, sin theta is opposite side y divided by the hypotenuse r. Therefore, we get y is equal to r sin theta. So the expressions are x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta. So let us square both the expressions and add. We get x square plus y square is equal to r square, and divide y by x. We get sin theta by cos theta, and that is tan theta. Therefore, we get tan theta is equal to y by x. So from here we can write r is equal to root of x square plus y square, and theta is tan inverse of y by x. So these are the coordinates, that is r and theta, that is the polar coordinates of the point P. R and theta are given in terms of the Cartesian coordinates, that is x and y. So r is equal to root of x square plus y square, and theta is equal to tan inverse of y by x. We also know that y is equal to f of x of a single independent variable x, where x and y are Cartesian coordinates, represents the curves in Cartesian plane. This is represented by r is equal to f of theta in polar coordinates. So y is equal to f of x in Cartesian coordinates, and r is equal to f of theta in polar coordinates, and this is called the polar equation of the curve. Let us note down these 2 points. The vectorial angle theta is measured in anti-clockwise direction, and the radius vector r is always taken to be positive. Before going to the orthogonal trajectories, let us discuss about angle between the radius vector and the tangent at a point on the curve which is required to discuss the orthogonal trajectories. So let us consider this diagram. So P is the point on the curve R is equal to f of theta. So OP will be equal to R, the radius vector, and at P we are drawing a tangent PT, and PT is making an angle in the positive direction of the x-axis, that is psi. And angle between this radius vector and tangent P equal to phi, and this radius vector is making an angle theta with the positive direction of the x-axis. Therefore, P is having the polar coordinates r, theta. So, slope of PT is given by tan of psi. But we all know that slope of the tangent is given by dy by dx. Therefore, dy by dx is equal to tan psi. But y is equal to r sin theta and x is equal to r cos theta. Therefore, we can write dy by dx in terms of the derivatives with respect to theta as dy by d theta divided by dx by d theta. And here tan psi is equal to tan of theta plus phi, because psi is the exterior angle and we know that exterior angle is equal to sum of the interior opposite angles. Therefore, we get tan of psi is equal to tan of theta plus phi. And now using compound angle formula, that is tan of A plus B formula, we get tan theta plus tan phi divided by 1 minus tan theta into tan phi. Now let us replace dy by d theta and dx by d theta by the derivatives of y with respect to theta and x with respect to theta. And we get r cos theta plus sin theta into dr by d theta divided by minus r sin theta plus cos theta into dr by d theta. And that is equal to tan theta plus tan phi divided by 1 minus tan theta into tan phi. So dividing numerator and denominator in this left hand side by cos theta into dr by d theta, we get r d theta by dr plus tan theta divided by minus tan theta into r d theta by dr plus 1 equal to tan theta plus tan phi divided by 1 minus tan theta into tan phi. When we compare this left hand side and right hand side, so tan theta in both numerators as well as in the denominator. So we get tan phi is equal to r into d theta by dr. So this implies tan phi is equal to r into d theta by dr. Thus the angle phi between the radius vector and the tangent is given by tan phi is equal to r d theta by dr. Now let us move to the orthogonal trajectories in polar form. Consider a family of curves whose equation is given in the polar form by f of r, theta, c equal to 0, where c is the parameter. The angle phi between the tangent and the radius vector of the point r, theta on one of the members of the given family is given by tan phi is equal to r into d theta by dr. Just now we derived this. Any curve which cuts this curve orthogonally is obtained by replacing r d theta by dr by minus 1 by r into dr by d theta. Observe that when we multiply these two, we get minus 1 as their product. Or else we can also replace dr by d theta by minus r square into d theta by dr. Now let us note down the points for working the working rule to find the orthogonal trajectories of the family of r, theta, c equal to 0. In the first step, we differentiate the given equation f of r, theta, c equal to 0 with respect to theta. So we eliminate the parameter c from the given equation and the differential equation obtained in step 1 to get a new equation f of r comma theta comma dr by d theta equal to 0, and this is the differential equation of the given family of curves. In the next step, we are going to replace dr by d theta by minus r square into d theta by dr, or r d theta by dr is replaced by minus 1 by r dr by d theta in the equation obtained in step 2, that is f of r comma theta comma dr by d theta equal to 0 to get the differential equation of the orthogonal trajectories. In the next step, we solve the differential equation obtained in step 3 to get the equation to the orthogonal trajectories of the family f of r comma theta comma c equal to 0. Let us now solve some examples. Find the orthogonal trajectories of the family r is equal to e to the power of k into theta. Here k is the parameter. So let us consider the given equation and differentiate with respect to theta. We get dr by d theta is equal to k into e to the power of k theta. Call this as expression 2. Now we need to eliminate k between equation 1 and equation 2. To obtain the differential equation of the given family, we need to eliminate the parameter k between 1 and 2. So from the given expression r is equal to e to the power of k theta, if we take logarithm on both sides, we get log r is equal to k theta. Therefore, k is given by log r by theta. Let us substitute this value of k in expression 2. So we get dr by d theta is equal to log r by theta into r. And this is the differential equation of the given family of curves. Now let us replace dr by d theta by minus r square into d theta by dr. So we get minus r square d theta by dr is equal to log r by theta into r. Let us simplify to get minus theta into d theta is equal to log r by r into dr. And this is the differential equation of the orthogonal trajectories. Now to obtain the equation to the orthogonal trajectories, we need to integrate this differential equation. So integrating, we get integral minus theta d theta plus c, the constant of integration, equal to integral log r by r into dr. So on integrating, we get minus theta square by 2 plus c is equal to log r whole square by 2. Let us simplify. We get minus theta square plus 2c is equal to log r whole square. Shifting minus theta square to the other side, we get log r whole square plus theta square is equal to 2c, and this is the equation to the orthogonal trajectories. Now let us discuss one more example. Find the orthogonal trajectories of the family of circles given by the equation r is equal to 2k cos theta, where k is the parameter. So let us consider the given family of circles r is equal to 2k into cos theta. Let us mark this as expression 1. Differentiate this with respect to theta. We get dr by d theta equal to minus 2k sin theta. Mark this as expression 2. So to obtain the differential equation of the given family, we have to eliminate the parameter k between equation 1 and equation 2. So from 1, we have r is equal to 2k cos theta. So 2k will be equal to r by cos theta. Let us substitute this value of 2k in expression 2. And we get dr by d theta is equal to minus r by cos theta into sin theta. But sin theta by cos theta is tan theta. So we get dr by d theta equal to minus r tan theta. So this is the differential equation of the given family of circles. So now let us replace dr by d theta by minus r square into d theta by dr. So we get minus r square d theta by dr is equal to minus r tan theta. So cancelling out minus r on either side, we get r d theta by dr equal to tan theta. And this gives us d theta by dr is equal to 1 by r tan theta. And this is the differential equation to the orthogonal trajectories. So now separating the variables, we get dr by r equal to cot theta d theta. So to obtain the equation to the orthogonal trajectories, we need to integrate. So we get on integrating 1 by r dr is equal to integral cot theta d theta plus log c. Here we have chosen log c as the constant of integration because both the integrals will give us in logarithms. So 1 by r dr is log r and cot theta d theta on integration gives us log sin theta plus log c. So this gives us r is equal to c into sin theta, and this is the equation to the orthogonal trajectories. Thank you.